Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another video of the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the Milwaukee Bucks. And thank you to Pickle Luke for the recommendation and support. I told you I was going to shout you out. You know I got you. Now, without further ado, y'all already know. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Last season, the Bucks went 48-34, being 5th in the Eastern Conference. They were 11th in offensive rating and 12th in defensive rating, while having a net rating of plus 2.5. So, with the Milwaukee Bucks being the 5th seed, they did end up making it to the playoffs, but they had to face off against the Indiana Pacers in the first round. Sad news for them, they did lose in 5 games. But I will say, shout out to Hallie, the Winter Soldier. That boy down the stretch of Game 5 was lively. It was beautiful. No Derek. Get it? Because Derek Lively, and that's his name. Yeah.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yes, it was sad that you guys could not win against the Indiana Pacers. But you know what else is sad? Damian Lillard tearing his Achilles, man, during that series. That is gut-wrenching. Which then resulted in Damian Lillard basically getting stretched out. His contract is getting stretched out over 5 years. I should have said that at first. I forgot to say it, but over 5 years, his contract will be stretched with the Milwaukee Bucks. Even though we didn't get to see the full potential of what Dame and Giannis could do together, the Bucks had to make plans to build a team around Giannis and sustain them, because like every offseason, we get news that Giannis wants to leave. So the Bucks had to act pretty quick, because the roster looked like Century pulled up and wiped it clean. And they didn't waste any time at all, because they did end up re-signing Gary Trent Jr., Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter Jr., Taurean Prince, Ryan Rollins, and Jericho Sims. To bring back a guy like Gary Trent, who really showed up and showed out during the playoffs against the Pacers, pretty much being that second option for them, was phenomenal. He averaged 11 points per game and shot 42% from 3 off of 6 attempts. So to get a guy like that can rise in those high moments when you need someone else is huge. And he fits right alongside Giannis very well. And of course, we know that Giannis does not like to shoot a lot of threes, and if he does, it's not going to go in because it's Giannis. So to have that perimeter guy is going to be able to knock down those shots and space the floor so Giannis can cook up if Giannis drives in, could easily pass out to Gary Trent Jr., and that is a knockdown 3. Speaking of guards, we might as well move on to talk about Kevin Porter Jr., who will have a huge impact this season, because losing Lillard at the 1, someone who's going to have to step up and fill in those shoes, is gonna have to be Kevin Porter Jr. He averaged 12 points per game and shot 41% from downtown and 49% from the field in 20 minutes of play, which is really solid if I do say so myself. He'll definitely get to shoot a lot more and take more shots, as he is going to be the starter going forward. This is his time to shine and show us what he's got on the court, and who knows, he might even make a case to win Most Improved Player next season. Ryan Rollins also could be a decent backup to Kevin Porter Jr. sometime during the season. He averaged 6 points per game and shot 41% from 3. He'll probably get around the same amount of playing time he got last season at around 15 minutes per game, or just a little bit more, but he can have a huge impact off that bench. Same with Taurean Prince and Jericho Sims. Taurean Prince is a good 3-and-D wing on this team and can be effective on both ends of the floor. Jericho Sims can be a great backup center, being athletic as frick for his size, being gifted with height. Last but not least, we got Bobby Portis, being a good offensive forward for this team off the bench and bringing the energy that this team needs to win, or at least be competitive. Now, I'm not a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but I do give you guys props, because you kind of brought everybody back. Everybody, kind of. Realize how I said kind of. Brook Lopez is gone because of how he played duty booty in the playoffs. I mean, dude, it looked egregious. It looked bad. Somebody else played bad and started with the K. Yeah. I don't want to say his name yet, because we're going to talk about him in a second. But I digress on that. This team did good bringing back a lot of people and bringing back a lot of players on this team that needed to obviously come back. Now, they know that just because you brought a lot of people back does not mean that's going to change anything. You bring back the same people and expect change, it's not going to happen. So they moved on to see some new additions that they can bring alongside this team and help Giannis actually win in the playoffs and even get to a finals. So they went out and stole Miles Turner from the Pacers, and let me tell y'all something. That surprised me, because if I'm close to winning a championship, I'm in a game 7 with this team, I am not leaving. That's like walking out of a relationship because you see somebody prettier than your girlfriend, and that's freaking crazy. Miles Turner averaged 16 points per game and shot 40% from 3 and 48% from the field. He'll pretty much be replacing Brook Lopez at the 5, and it's a huge plus. A guy that can stretch the floor at the 5. Not only that, but being effective on the defensive side of the ball, getting 7 boards and 2 blocks a game. The front court, though, with him and Giannis is going to be terrifying. Not just in stature, but in talent. Adding Cole Anthony and Gary Harris was good as well, adding more guard depth. And I can see Cole really being the backup to KPJ. I know I did say that about Ryan Rollins a little earlier, but Cole Anthony has to prove that he can actually score efficiently and not be too inefficient on this team. And you add a guy like Gary Harris at the shooting guard position, who could be a very solid piece as well, being able to knock down threes and can play a little defense here and there. But still having AJ Green and Tyler Smith, who are great young guys on this team, is very, very solid. And of course, guys, we cannot forget about the greatest player on this team, bro. Kyle Kuzma! I mean, he shot 20% from 3 last year in the playoffs! That's amazing! But seriously, bro, you gotta lock in, because if you don't, that trade block is waiting on you with open arms.
Where my hug at?
But now, seriously, it's time to talk about the best player on this team, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis averaged 30, 11, and 7, being 3rd in the MVP race and 8th in Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis is definitely in my top 2 players in the league alongside the Joker. But what he's able to do at his size is literally just insane on both ends of the floor, being effective on the defensive end, being a absolute stopper, blocking shots, getting rebounds. And on the other side of the ball, on the offensive side, on the fast break, ain't nobody stopping him, man. That's Thomas the Tank Engine. You get in front of him, you are getting ran over. But it doesn't matter how one guy can be unstoppable. It matters if the rest of the team can show up and show out. Recently, we've been seeing Giannis in like trade talks pretty much every single year because the team is not up to par, up to point. Well, we look at how it's been built years over years. It ain't looked too good. To get Dame was a huge plus, but that didn't work out at all, really. So you try Miles Turner with a good front court with him and Giannis, that could be great. But the injuries also plagued them as well, as far as making it farther against the Indiana Pacers. 2 years in a row they lost to them in the playoffs, and that's just crazy to say in itself. Now, did the team get better, in my opinion, this year from last year? No, not really. Because if Giannis goes down with the injury, I mean, things are going to get out of hand, and then it's going to just be wraps at that point. Now, injuries and all that crap aside, where do I see this team being at in the Eastern Conference? I see them being at the top. This Eastern Conference is weak as frick. Let's be real, bro. There's a couple teams. Atlanta, Detroit. We have the Cavs, we have the Knicks, and we have the freaking Orlando Magic. That's pretty much the 5 right there. I don't know who else is going to step up to the plate after these 5 have been announced. That looked really sus. I really said 5. $5 foot long. Commercial, the $5 foot long. Anyways, bro, so they could possibly end up being where they ended off last season, the 5th seed. You know, I feel like, are they better than the Orlando Magic? No. Are they better than the Atlanta Hawks? I don't know that one. They might be. I don't know. Are they better than Detroit? No. I see Detroit being better. Are they better than the Cavs and the Knicks? No. Heck no. Heck no. They could maybe give the Knicks a run for their money. But as far as the Cavs go, no. That team's pretty deep. You're not getting past that, bro. It's not going to happen. Now, let's say they did make it to the 5th seed and they go to the playoffs. How far can they make it there? You're asking me that question. Well, let me tell you something. First round exit. I know that sounds crazy, but it's. I don't trust this team. If Giannis goes down with the injury, it's over. It's literally just all said and done. He goes down, it's wraps for this team. Who are you going to rely on? Miles Turner, KPJ, freaking what? I mean, I don't really get Gary Trent Jr., Bobby Portis, Kyle Kuzma? No. So if they decide to shake it up during the trade deadline this season, and make some trades. Figure out, okay, what do we need to move to get better? What pieces do we need to bring in to help Giannis get to, you know, the promised land and get a little farther in the playoffs than what the frick we did last year, getting bounced in round 1 like a freaking bouncy ball. You know what I'm saying? Bing, bing, bing. No, that's freaking buns. It's freaking buns. I was thinking about the ball. I said ball on accident. Anyways, bro, I'm tired as frick. Oh Lord. All right, bro. Overall, let's get to the overall point, because I'm already talking about the overall anyway. Overall, it's not. It's kind of like the same team as last year. You just switch out Dame for Miles Turner. That's pretty much it. That's all you do. Do you get better that way? The front court, yeah, it got better. But as far as like the rest of the team, it's kind of the same. And Gary Trent Jr. had a beautiful run. What if he can't do that when the playoffs come around again? What if he can't rise to the occasion like that ever again? Which I hope he can rise to the occasion again. I want to see some good basketball and him hit them threes. But if he can't, then it's gonna be a problem. Then you're just gonna be cooked and you're gonna be stuck like that. And Giannis, again, we're gonna get freaking rumors about him getting traded to Golden State. I'm tired of it. We ain't done. Oh my. Golden State is killing me softly, because what are we doing with Kuminga? There's no news. There's no nothing about Jonathan Kuminga. It's about to rain outside. It's getting dark as frick. Y'all can probably see it right now. I'm getting pissed. I'm pissed. I'm disgusted. Anyways, bro, back to the Milwaukee Bucks. AJ Green, who I didn't really get to talk about for real, is a great 3-point shooter for this team. Spaced the floor very well. Tyler Smith, he could be great for this team as well going forward down the stretch. KPJ is going to have to step the frick up. If he can average around, like I said, 20 points per game, somewhere around there, maybe around 18 at minimum, but he needs to step up, and I feel like this is his time to shine. If he can't step up here, then, you know, he had high hopes. Well, the fans had high hopes. Even I had high hopes when he was in Houston, when he first got there with Jalen Green and everything. I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Then all the stuff happened. Off the court stuff happened. And then after that, it's just never been the same. So I don't know. I'm done talking about that situation. Last time I talked about it was a problem, so I'm gonna just stop talking about it. If you know, you know. If you've been here for a minute, you've seen that video in the comments, and yeah. Anyways, but the rest of this team, it's the same. It's literally the same. There's not much to say. Can Bobby Portis step up to the level that he needs to get to? But we'll see. You don't have the inefficient Brook Lopez anymore. He's gone, so that's a plus in itself. You have a backup in Jericho Sims who's really good. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Jericho Sims is gonna do his part. He's gonna play defense. He's gonna be a good pick and roll. You know what I'm saying? Like if KPJ gets a screen, lob it up to Jericho. Jericho gonna slam it down. You know, no walls. Walls of Jericho, guys. You know, walls of Jericho. I've done that like 3 times this video. I need to be stopped. Let's move to the outro, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go. All right, you guys have made it to the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. And if you enjoyed, please hit the like button. And of course, let me know what you want in the comments down below. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, as we are getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. Come on. I ran out of breath. I couldn't scream for real. So I couldn't scream. I ran out of breath. But seriously, guys, we're pushing towards 1,000. Bro, can we get there before the end of the year, please, bro? We got like 4 months? We got like 4 months. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we make it happen, guys? Please. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss no NBA content or horror game content or just gaming content in general. I might start gaming again soon. That's a joke. That is an absolute joke. Don't trust me on that. The season's about to start soon. It's coming up, you know what I'm saying, October. Speaking of October, this is a serious thing. I know I've been gone for a minute. All right. Let me tell y'all why I've been gone. I am having a 2v2 on the channel. And on the channel, I mean, this is IRL basketball. This is in real life. Y'all will see me play again basketball. My boy Bands, or aka Jordan, from the first 1v1 that I had against him, that was by far my toughest 1v1 I've had in a while. That was recorded, let me say that. He really gave me a run for my money. My knee was messed up. I couldn't really move the way I wanted to, so I was already cooked in general, so I kind of had to thug that out. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna run it back. It's gonna be a 2v2. I don't know if we're gonna be on teams or not. I have to kind of figure that out. But we're adding some new people onto the We Next basketball scene. And I'm excited. I'm very excited for this. And we're going to be playing in October. So game days looking like it's gonna be October the 11th. I'm giving us a month to get ready. Like I said, I've been practicing anyway, so I've been in the gym. That's why a lot of videos haven't been going out right now, because I've been trying to prepare and get my body right. I want to dominate. I want to dominate. I want to cook up. You know what I'm saying? Last game was cool, but it was a little too close for my comfort. This game, I'm not playing around. I'm getting straight to the basket, or I'm hitting a three, or I'm hitting the midi. I'm getting my crap off, bro. You're gonna see me in a different level. You're gonna see me trash talk. I couldn't trash talk last time because of my knee. I'm not using that as an excuse. My knee was profusely bleeding till I got home. I was cooked. Driving, it was just blood everywhere. I was fried. And I was down for 3 weeks, a month, because my knee was swollen. That's what I get for freaking playing on pavement and scraping my knee, bro. That jump was... And it wasn't just it was a... Like, you can't make that up. Anyways, but how long is this? It's time to cut this, bro. It's 26 minutes. All right, guys. I'm finna go, bro. All right, guys. I will catch y'all later. Comment down below if you guys like a live stream soon. Like I said, I was thinking about live streaming. I didn't live stream last time because I just didn't have the time. I'm sorry. I just didn't have the time. But if you guys want to live stream, y'all want me to talk, we can chat it up for about a couple hours, and we could just talk in general. Doesn't have to be NBA. We could just talk. I'll probably have some videos set up for us. Watch a couple games or something like that, or we can watch TNC or some Nasir Core highlights or something like that, or a game or something, or we could play a game. You know what I'm saying? If 2K was out, I'd play 2K, but my PC can't handle that. My PC is a beast, but I gotta upgrade the parts on it. But that's besides the point. Y'all freaking need to end this. Hopefully you all do have a blessed day, and of course yours truly, Mr. Beard, is out.